We're live this evening from the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this 5-over match between the Giants and the Rajasthan Ravens. I'm Mike Atherton, and next to me in the commentary position is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And I think with this surface there's a little bit there for batters and bowlers alike. The ground staff have done a brilliant job. I'm really interested to see which way the captains go when the coin is tossed. A bit of cloud hanging around, but nothing to worry the ground staff.
Nice information there from David Gower. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
Interesting decision. The pitch really looks like there will be something early for the bowlers, but the captain is asking their openers to get the pads on.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Gone, played all around it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
The new batter will probably just look to survive this ball before even thinking about scoring. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yeah.
Super catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
Another one gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
Khan gets off the mark.
Waiting.
Yep. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Very full. Spray the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
End of the over, 2 runs added. The Giants are 15 for 4. Going with spin now.
Is going with the spinner.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice ball.
De Kock shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Beaten on the drive.
Oh, that's a spot.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Up and over the top. There's always more room in the air. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah.
Right off the middle of the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
13 runs added there. The Giants are 28 for 4. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot. Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Blocks that ball out of the way with the pad. They're thinking long and hard on this one. It's close, but I think it's hitting.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? We won't be seeing a change of decision, just as we suspected, and they have to go now.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Early wickets will be the key. It's a below par score. If the batting gets away early, we could see a very simple run chase. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary.
Khan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Thrust the pad at it.
A little late on that. No run scored. Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Doesn't bother with the bat, just pad.
Ooh, nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Timed that brilliantly.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Pads that away. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yeah. No!
There's trouble here.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
End of what seemed a very long over. Not the best bowling I've ever seen. Time to refocus and get back to basics. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Incredible, what a grab.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot. This could be out. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Sampson comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. End of a massive over. 2 wickets could blow this game wide apart. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Straight to the fielder.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Wait. Nice bowling.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. Might just be too big an ask to get the runs in this last over.
Yep. Bowler.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Wait. Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put. Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Catch it!
Great work. Yeah! Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket.